Good morning, everybody. It's Michelle and Helen here from Atlantic Canada Cooks. And you know what I have to say? Happy New Year.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
I know. Everybody was saying on the news, I can't believe it's 2026 already. Where did the year go?
Yeah. So we've got a fresh new start. It's January 4th. And we want to continue to keep everybody focused on healthy eating, healthy flavors, and really easy meals. So meals that you can do in 30 minutes. And actually today, I'm very excited, Mom. We have a guest.
We do.
I've had the great privilege of tasting their food. And we're continuing our guest series because something that's really important to us at Atlantic Canada Cooks is to connect you with local. And local is wherever you are. And I was in Nova Scotia just before Christmas in September at an incredible event and had the privilege of meeting Vanessa from Casita Kitchen in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and had tasted some amazing empanadas. And for everybody who's in Halifax and Nova Scotia and around, you're gonna be able to taste her flavors too. But today, she's gonna be cooking from her kitchen in Halifax and sharing some of her amazing Latino flavors. And I'm gonna be channeling my inner love of Latino flavors. And I'm taking kind of a stroll to Mexico, but Vanessa does tell me I think I've tasted a similar salad, Cuba and other countries. But I'm gonna be doing a great Mexican-inspired coleslaw. So a salad that you can serve with a great bowl of soup, sandwiches, other meals. So we're not in the same kitchen, but we're cooking a meal that's a little bit complimentary. And because I do love empanadas, I'm gonna make a great garlic sauce. So when you go buy her empanadas, here's a fun sauce that you can make to go with it. So we're gonna go over to Vanessa's kitchen and she's gonna introduce her business partner, tell us a little bit about her business, but I'm so excited about the recipe that she is cooking. So over to you. Vanessa, tell us what you've got going on in your kitchen.
Hi, Michelle. Happy New Year.
Happy-
Alex and we've been running the business for all 3 years now. And our start product is the empanadas. And you can see here the flavors that we have. But today we are not cooking empanadas. We are cooking a Cuban dish. It is called garbanzos fritos. It's like a chickpea stew, and we make it with chorizo and bacon, but you can make it vegetarian. It's everything in one pot, easy to make. It takes like 15-20 minutes, and I'll show you how to do it. Simple ingredients, delicious, comforting, and for the winter, it's perfect.
Excellent. Well, let's get your recipe started. Show us what you're going to start with. Then I'm going to ask you some questions about those empanadas after. So let's get cooking.
Okay, so I put bacon in the pot. So if you want, you can put a bit of olive oil, but because the bacon has some oil, fat, you don't need it really. And also the Spanish chorizo, we put it there as well and fry it for a couple of minutes until the bacon is cooked. And after that, we are going to put onion, paprika, and the chickpeas. In Cuba, we call it garbanzos. And then we add some salt, garlic powder, and at the end, we will put some roasted red pepper for the final touch. And that's it. Oh, sorry. And we also put tomato sauce because it is cooking a kind of tomato sauce. Now it's time to add the onion.
Wow. I love it's like a warm dish for a cold day.
Yeah, the onions.
There we go.
You can put, there is not, the good thing about this recipe is that there is no recipe. You can put whatever you want. So the onions, you can put as much onions as you want. If you want to add the garlic, I usually use garlic powder because it's easy, not fast, and it tastes good. But you can put as much onion as you want. You can put just fresh red peppers. I like the roasted red pepper at the end, but you can also put the fresh red pepper. Now that the onion is cooking.
Well, Vanessa, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna let that render for a few minutes. I'm gonna start my recipe.
Sure.
So you keep that going and we'll come back over to you in just a couple of minutes. We'll get that onion, probably you wanna just cook through a little bit, right? And onion is the most amazing flavor. So what I'm gonna be doing, and mine is pretty simple, so we're gonna come right back over to you in just a few minutes, so hang tight. And so I've got this coleslaw, we call it, or a salad, and it's got a few great ingredients in it. And we're gonna be starting off in here. I have some shredded regular cabbage, a little bit of shredded carrot that's in there as well. But I am gonna add, and I love these colors, okay, especially great. We're gonna add some nice purple cabbage, and we're gonna add a little bit of red bell pepper. And the other thing that's so pretty, the colors in this particular recipe. And one of the key ingredients we're gonna be putting in it is we're gonna use some lime. And I'm just rolling my lime a little bit on my board because I really want the lime juice, and I'm gonna use a little bit of the zest because you get that really rich flavor in the outside. But the other thing we're gonna be doing is some roasted corn. So I'm gonna get Mom to give me a hand. We got that burner on. So you can use fresh corn. Right now, we've got not available as much fresh corn here in Canada. So I've taken some frozen corn and I've just strained it and got the ice off. So it's all ready to go. And we're gonna heat that corn up and we're gonna get a little caramelization on it. So we wanna get it to have a little bit of roasted brown on the corn. And so we're gonna do that in a frying pan. So my mom has behind me, frying pan on the go with a little bit of olive oil in it. And once the pan is hot, remember, we don't wanna put this corn into a cold pan because it will absorb the oil. So I'm gonna give this to Mom.
Okay.
And sometimes what do we do, Mom? We
Check,
put one,
test it.
I put one in the pan just to make sure. And once that one corn starts sizzling up, we know that's gonna be ready. So let's get our ingredients going here. I'm gonna put my bowl here beside me. So we just wanna take some of our wonderful purple cabbage, and you wanna cut it really thin because I think that's one of the magic of this salad is it's really easy to eat. And the other thing is you can put this on a taco. You can use it as a topping within another part of your recipe, or it can just end up your entire side dish. And I love food that's versatile. Just like Vanessa's soup that she's making, you can put anything in that. But it's a great healthy soup that she's making as well, because those chickpeas are a wonderful part to get a lot of protein into your diet. So here's my purple cabbage. I'm just gonna run my knife through it a second time. So we've got this nice and thin to go with my other shredded. Now, at most of the stores, I know, especially here in Canada, and I've definitely seen it in my travels, you can often buy some of the mix already cut up for you. So that's a great way to do it. Here we go. We're gonna add that purple in there. And really it's gonna be in the seasoning and the sauce that we're gonna get that extra flavor. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper. That sounds like it's starting to sizzle, Mom. There we go. We're gonna set this off to the side. And what I'm gonna do here is I am gonna cut this pepper into really thin strips because I don't want giant chunks. And I'm sort of keeping similar to the theme where the other ingredients are shredded. And if you just keep your knife run through, you can get nice, even, thin strips. And I'm just putting 2 pieces in the amount of salad that I'm making. And later today, I love Latino flavors, I have to say. I'm gonna be heading to Chile in March Can't wait to be going to Santiago and down to Patagonia and getting a lot of those great flavors in there as well. So I'm just gonna take my peppers and then cut them once in half. So there we go, we're gonna add those in. The salad already looks beautiful. One of the other key ingredients that you want in this particular salad, yeah, get those stirred around, Mom, is cilantro. I think with basil and cilantro, my two favorite soft herbs. And then I love thyme. So we've got some cilantro. This is gonna be a main flavor in this. So we're gonna dice that cilantro up and get that included. So when you're shopping out in local places, and we're gonna go over to Vanessa's kitchen here in a second, but there was another one of these amazing local chefs that was with us, or cook and producer, and her name is Cynthia from Axe to Grind. I've lost my kitchen towel that I usually have. Here we go. Always have a kitchen towel. So here's what's gonna be fun about my dressing. I'm using her taco seasoning, and it's her taco popcorn seasoning, which I know is amazing because you can really put it on anything. And she already has the perfect blend of spices for this. So I'm just gonna read what's in it so everybody understands this blend of spices. So it's got spice, salt, garlic, onion, chili flakes, and a little bit of oregano in it. And it smells absolutely awesome. A little paprika in there. Mom, can you get me a dish? Just a small bowl so I can mix my dressing in it. So the last ingredient that I'm gonna put, sort of hard ingredient that's gonna go into this too, is I'm using a green onion. That's perfect, Mom, thank you. I'm gonna use a green onion, and I'm gonna just slice this really thin. And I like to use a green onion or a leek when I make this particular recipe, and not like a stronger onion, because it's really nice in the salad. I don't know about you, Vanessa, but I think the green onions are the most amazing onion in your kitchen to put in everything. What do you think?
If you don't cook the onion, so it's better to use the green onion.
Exactly, right? And it gives you that nice onion flavor. A little move, if I don't have a green onion, I'll take a regular onion, dice it small, and then I soak it in some cold water and then rinse it, and it takes that bite out of the onion, but it still gives you that beautiful onion flavor that you're looking for. So 1 green onion is gonna go into this salad, and we're gonna put this in here. And remember, the one ingredient that's gonna go in cooked is gonna be that corn. So I'm gonna put my dressing together, and while I do that, we're gonna go back over to Vanessa's kitchen here in a second. Here we go. Get this mixed around. Getting my technology sorted. There we go. So I'm gonna use sour cream. When you make a lot of coleslaw dressing, more Canadian traditional, they would use mayonnaise. Now mayonnaise is great in everything, but for this one, we're gonna use sour cream. And for the amount I'm making, I'm putting probably about 1/4 cup of sour cream. And this is where I really love it. Oh, Mom, that is beautiful. And I'm gonna mix my taco seasoning right in. So I'm gonna use about 1.5 tablespoons. See that? That's gonna go, Yeah, it smells delicious. And I have to tell you, she put the roasted corn beside me. That's all I can smell, Mom.
Yeah.
It smells awesome.
Oh, it does.
It's like almost popcorn, but not quite.
One did flip on me.
Did it?
Yeah.
Jumping out of the pan. You see that mixed together? I'm just gonna, here's the best part about cooking. Do a little taste test. Perfect flavor. Now let's show you that roasted corn. She cooked it perfectly. It's got that nice little caramelization and brown on it that you're looking for. Absolutely awesome. So I'm gonna combine my salad, but let's go over to your kitchen, see what's going on in your pot. Vanessa, tell us what's happening.
So, Michelle, I told you this is super fast. I already put the tomato sauce on it, and I put the paprika, the salt, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of salt. I put the paprika, like 3 tablespoons of paprika, and the tomato. And I got this. It's like a kind of tomato sauce with the bacon and Spanish chorizo. But as I said before, if you put carrots or red peppers and make it vegetarian, you can do it as well without using the bacon and the Spanish chorizo, but I like it. So that's what I'm cooking. And now that the tomato sauce with the bacon and the onions and everything is already cooked, with the seasoning, I'll put the chickpeas from can. You can use chickpeas from can, or you can do it at home with let it soak for overnight and then cook it through the day, few hours if you don't have pressure cook it. So sometimes if you are in rush, just use chickpea in can and it's just put it inside. So the amount of water that the chickpeas, I use low sodium chickpeas for not adding too much salt. So I mix it and that's it. So after a few minutes, I will add the roasted red pepper. It's already cooked with some of the water that the roasted red pepper has for adding more flavor to the recipe. And put the lid, let it cook for around 10 minutes and it will be ready. Because you need the chickpeas to absorb the flavor from the sauce. That's why,
Right.
yes. It's a medium heat. And I will show you how it looks. Let me see if I can move.
There you
like that.
go. Oh, that looks good.
Look.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
I
we
will
can see it looks good.
Now I'll the heat a little bit.
So that's going to simmer now for about 10 minutes?
Yes. In the meantime, Alex can explain you about the empanadas and what we do, if that's what it is.
You know, that's good. Alex, I'm going to jump back to you in a second because I need to use a blender and you're going to be my blender partner. We're going to jump over here just for a second. Let me show you this. Look at the beautiful salad. All those nice colors going through it. And there's that roasted corn, which we're going to finish it by putting the roasted corn on top. But the one other ingredient I'm going to be putting in here is the lime. And I rolled the lime around on my board. And this really, you could do this with lemon. I absolutely like it with lemon. But if you're going to buy your ingredients, get the lime. I think Vanessa and Alex will back me up on that difference in those two wonderful citrus flavors. So I'm just going to give that a final stir. And what I like to serve this with too sometimes, if I'm serving just a big bowl of this salad, is I put some crushed up corn chips on it, some nacho chips. But I don't put that in till the very end because then the nacho chips would sit and they would get, soggy. Thank you, Mom. That was the word I was looking for. So that salad's done. We're gonna set this over here. But there's just one fast dressing I'm gonna make, and I love it because this is a sauce that you can use on a lot of stuff, and it's gonna be perfect to go with these empanadas Alex is telling you about. So depending on how much you wanna make, I've got my blender cup here. So what am I gonna put in here? I've got 2 cloves of garlic that are gonna go in. And I love it because I'm putting this in a blender, so it makes it really easy. Here we go. And I've got some green onion, just cutting the end off this one. And of course, we're gonna have some cilantro. I'm putting a little bit of parsley in mine as well, just a bit, because the main herb that's going into this is going to be cilantro. So I'm just putting a little bit here. There we go. I've got herbs everywhere. I love it. Herby Kitchen. Whatever blender that you have. So what I have here, in this amount that I'm making, I'm gonna put 3 green onions. So 1, 2, 3. These are nice sized green onions, I might add. And I wanna make sure, when Alex, you tell us about those empanadas, what sauces you recommend, and do you have any sauces? I also can tell you that you can find them at some of the farmers market in Halifax as well to get some fresh food. So here we go. We have garlic, onion, parsley. We're gonna do that. But look at this. This amount of cilantro is gonna go in. I'm gonna give this just a bit of a rough chop, but I'm putting about 2 cups of cilantro. We all saw that. Michelle almost put the blender on the floor. There we go. So we need some liquid in here. Yeah. And don't forget, when you're cooking cilantro, it's like I like to call root to tip cooking. Use all the stems with the cilantro because there's amazing flavor in there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze the rest. I've got a lemon, and I'm gonna use the other half of my lime that's gonna go into this. But I want a little bit of liquid because I want it to be a little bit creamy. So what I'm gonna do is put about 1/4 cup of that sour cream that's gonna go into this. And now I'm gonna add salt and pepper. Look at that, I'm always losing it or forgetting it. We're gonna add some salt and pepper, and I'm gonna take this to the blender. So when you come back after hearing about these amazing empanadas, I'm gonna show you a sauce that you can use with them. So Alex, after I'm gonna get this going, let's go over to your kitchen and see about your empanadas.
Sounds good, thank you, Michelle. So we've got 6 flavors that are now available out in grocers here around Halifax. We have all vegetarian flavors out in Peach Boutique. They got 2 locations, one in Bedford, one in Halifax. You can find us in the frozen section there. We're also available at Illuminate, which is out in Larry Utek, Frap Juice Delights out in the yards in Almond. And we're also at the market, like you said. You can come and try them out, ready to eat every Saturday at the Seaport Farmers Market. You can follow our social media to confirm that we're going to be there, or if we have a special event, as we like to showcase our empanadas at different events around Halifax as well. We sell them with dipping. You ask about what kind of sauce we have. So usually cilantro is a hit or miss sometimes, because some people has that gene that has this cilantro tastes like soap. So we thought we have to come up with a different option that is not cilantro based, considering that cilantro is a very Latino flavor. Everything has cilantro in our kitchen. So we recommend sweet chili. That's been a really good companion to our flavors. And like I said, we have 6 different flavors. We have chicken and caramelized onions, roasted pork and pineapple, and a Cuban-style ground beef recipe. So a lot of the recipes come from this side of the business. So very traditional. We also use local producers for our cheese, for our pork. So you can kind of feel that you're supporting not only ourselves, but other producers here in Nova Scotia. And that's pretty much what we have right now. We look forward to seeing you at the farmers market. And again, come find us at the frozen sections at Pete's, Luminates, local stores. We're also available at Mellow Mug. So we're trying to get out in cafes so that people can have the option to ready to eat, not only from us. And at Dalhousie, at the university campus, there's a couple locations that are carrying our empanadas as well. So lots of options to try them out. Any dip works well, whatever you like. We recommend the sweet chili or something very similar to what Michelle's making. We started with a fusion of that included avocado, but now we're kind of variated away from the avocado and have a just more simple recipe that still has that great flavor. And I think the cilantro has a lot to do with it, for sure.
So
That's amazing.
Michelle,
Vanessa, I'm just gonna make sure I'm on mute here for a second because I'm gonna use my blender, but I definitely can hear you guys.
The
I
This is
think it's
ready. So the soup on my side is ready now. So I'll show you how it looks. Look at this beauty. I already added the roasted red pepper for final touch. And I'm gonna serve it here. We usually make it in Cuba with less broth, more like the chickpeas itself. But I like it here in the winter. I like it like a soup, so we can eat it with bread and with your sauce will be perfect. So this is how it looks.
beautiful.
And tastes delicious. So we serve this also because we do catering. For catering we do like a special dishes, Cuban food. This is one of the dishes that we can serve for catering. Also the Cuban meals with rice, roasted pork. The pulled beef is called ropa vieja. We also have soup with chicken rice. We serve the empanadas, of course, and we make tequeños, which is halloumi cheese wrapped in dough. It's our own version. It's a fusion between both because I'm not Venezuelan. I'm from Cuba. Alex is from Venezuela. But everything that we do is a fusion of cultures and flavors.
We love your fusion, and we thank you so much for coming and joining in our kitchen. Let's pour this sauce out. Look at the color. I love how green it is.
Oh, yes.
And we just, for me, this is the perfect balance of the zesty lemon, the lime and the lemon combination. And again, like we were saying, perfect for dipping that empanada in. And I know there's so many people on the that cilantro, yes or no. When you blend this, it's interesting because I don't find you necessarily get the overpowering cilantro, but hopefully go shopping, grab some local, get some of those empanadas in your life, share those. It's a happy new year. I really appreciate the healthy recipe that you shared today. And warm. It's super cold here in Atlantic Canada, but we're full of joy. So there we go. We've got our sauce and we have our beautiful salad. And this sauce, I think it's also amazing just to pour over some nice seared chicken or anything like that. And don't think food is meant to be sauced. I guess that's what I want to say. That's what we always say. So thank you.
Does she deliver?
Did you hear the question, Vanessa?
Do you deliver?
Oh,
They
yeah.
do pick up inside of Halifax. Listen, we're gonna say
Thank you very much, Michelle.
listen, we would love to see you back again and sharing more of your beautiful fusion Latino flavors.
Looks delicious.
And we wish everybody a super healthy 2026. Come follow us on YouTube. Check out our Instagram and our Facebook pages. We will be sharing all of La Casita Kitchen's links, and we'll share out these recipes afterwards and keep cooking. Thanks, everybody.
See ya.
Thank you.